Hello everybody, welcome from CIS Las Vegas and from Sofia, from both locations. Today, as you know, we will present our new products. Some of them you know already and some of you is already ordered. But now we will show you not only these products, but also we have something on the site which we want to show you. Especially today, we will not show the products which will be available immediately. We will show also some products which will be available in the next 2 months. Also, we will tell you much more about one of the most frequently questions about matter. And I hope that will be interesting for you. But yeah, for now, let's start and let's see what we can present from the Shelly family for 2023.
Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. Welcome to CES 2023. Let me show you the newest products from the Shelly brand.
I have a few dreams that I would like to live.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for our colleagues on CIS in Las Vegas. There is a huge interest about Shelly devices and some news from there from today. One of our devices, the new motion sensors, is honor of Innovation Awards in CIS. You know, this is the second version and we really do the great job with the this is not the first, but the second Wi-Fi based motion sensor in the world. And now let's start with the new products one by one. The first one which we want to present is a Shelly Pro 3M. It's the successor of the Shelly 3M, which we make 2 years ago, and have a huge interest in one of the most ordered devices from our line. It's a completely new device with new features. It's DIN mountable and the same form factor with the other Pro line devices. And especially we work hard to increase the accuracy of the device. And now our accuracy class is in 1%, which is sometimes better than the commercial energy meters. Each device is calibrated in a factory together with the CT clamps, and you absolutely can trust of what you see and about the power with the Shelly Pro 3M measured. But also, before continuing with this device, it's very important to tell you about the some new features. Maybe Lumer can do that. Yeah,
First, one of the best features that a lot of people had asked for the previous version of the 3M is the LAN, the Ethernet access to the device. You can now wire your 3M device, which is really great. You can measure single phase or 3 phases. As Mitko said already, the device is pretty accurate at class 1%, which is really great. And one feature that I think I really like is that we have a new counter. The device have a LED. Can we show the device maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, here is the new 3M. We have a new LED on the actual device that you can use external or third-party devices to monitor in real time the exact same data that the Pro 3M is actually measuring. Now I want to show you a quick demo of one of the local web interface of the device. If you can show my screen.
Yeah, but something very important first, if you want, let's switch to our colleague in CIS, because the product owner which developed the device and make it live. Yeah, let's see.
Greetings from CES. So today we are introducing our new devices that we are going to start offering the beginning of this year. So let's start with the new addition to the Pro line, the Pro 3EM. This is a natural successor of the very successful Shelly 3EM device. So it's a 3-phase energy metering up to 120 amps, 1% accuracy. It's designed for usage scenarios in homes, small to medium businesses. It's very well suited for situations where you want to measure imported and exported energies. That would be in cases where you have photovoltaics producing, electric vehicles, or load shedding whenever you need to reduce your house energy consumption. So this is a standard Pro device with the Ethernet, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and what we are introducing with the Pro 3EM is actually support for Modbus, which is also coming for the other Pro devices.
Thank you very much. And now, yeah, we're ready to present you the interface from the Shelly Pro 3EM. Lubomir, please.
Yeah, this is one of our devices installed in our building, and what you can see here is real-time data from the device. You can also see a diagram view, which you can see each of the current transformer, how is it connected, what is it reading in real time. You can of course download the CSV data from the device, and this is a Gen 2 device, which means that you have all of the power and flexibility of scripting, of actions, and everything included in the firmware as other Gen 2 devices. And
something about the Modbus support, yeah.
Yeah, it has Modbus
ways,
support,
yeah.
and it's Modbus over TCP, and it's available in our shop. Yeah.
About the Shelly Pro 3EM, also there is we try to cover all your requirements when we do this device, beginning from the form factor, but also there is a 60 days of measurement which store into device. Even the device don't have internet or any data, we have the real-time clock inside, and device continuously storage 60 days per minute. I think every 1 minute store the data, and when the connection is restored, device upload all data back to the cloud. And also, if you need this data, you can download it from the device directly via CSV files, and you can use in your Excel or any kind of the worksheets to do that. Also, especially with the scripting, there is many questions. How can limit the power? Can I have net notification when such a power is reached for a certain period of time? Yes, you can do that. You can do that directly from the webhooks, but also you can make your one script and make whenever you want. Basically, there is the limitless features of the device. Yeah, I think it's a very good device. The price is very similar. It's a little bit higher than the old Pro EM, but the Pro 3EM has a much more capability from the compare with the non-Pro devices and the previous one of the devices. And now we can continue with the next one, which are the smoke sensor. I remember the most often question in the Facebook is when the smoke sensor will be there, when we can order it. We have one device years ago, but then we stopped selling it, and now every time it's like a joke. Okay, is there the smoke sensor? But now it's not a joke. The smoke sensor is there. It's there from the last day of December in our shop and can be ordered for you. What is special? It's much smaller than the previous version. the battery is at least for 1 year lifetime. The device is not all the time connected to the internet because you don't need that, and to save a battery, device is disconnected most of the time. But in case of fire or smoke detected, of course, the device wake up and send data immediately through our application. And also, because this is the Gen 2 device, you can receive this data over MQTT. The device can control directly other devices without a hub, and you just need a router, can control all other devices. And in case of the emergency, device can switch on the exhaust system, on ventilation system, can unlock the doors and open the doors, and can switch on the lights. Depends of what you need and what you want to do. This is very important because it's battery operated device. Here in this case, the scripting is not possible, but the webhooks itself is powered enough to cover all needed features for the device. Yeah, this is the main. Also, is very important in case of some, let's say, false detection. I mean, not false, but just the smoke which is coming from the kitchen, but it's not. There is no fire. There is a way to mute the device and not to waiting for the smoke to going off. I can show you, but just be careful because will be louder. This demonstration will be louder. Yes. Yeah. This is the let's say it's a smoke detector tester. If I push it like that, and fill with some smoke, the device will. Oh, now of course. Okay, yeah. The device. There is an alarm from the device, and I received this alarm on my application. But yeah, you can push a button from the app. You can mute for a certain period of time, and then after I think you can mute for 10 minutes, and then device is coming back in mode when there is a sound, alarm sound, and if the smoke is detected. This device at the moment have a CE certification, and very soon, I think end of the month, we will have the smoke sensor certification. Device can be used in any household, especially for the year. We're expecting in the March or April device to reach the EU certification and to be used also in the United States. Even that you can use it right now. Because it's very helpful and something which many customers really ask us for such a device. Okay, this is about the smoke. I think if you have any questions, of course you can ask us anytime in our Facebook page or our support group. And then the next, something which you see, there's the plug, but not only one. There is many plugs,
actually three plugs. Yeah.
Actually 3 plugs. And now we can present you what is new there.
Yeah. So the first 2 plugs that I want to present to you, it's finally the push version of the plug case, which means it's this plug here. It's a Gen 2 version of the plug. We have new features like special LED indication modes, which can be used to indicate the actual power consumption, or you can configure it to show what you want to what different colors, different brightness, and all kind of different lights on the actual plug. Since the device is a Gen 2 device, I really like it at home. I used it for as a Wi-Fi extender. It's a really great feature because you can just plug it in anywhere where you have not enough Wi-Fi on nearby devices, and you can basically extend your network. It's really great. The other feature is that it can be used as a Bluetooth gateway, which is really great because when you're using Bluetooth devices, you can basically just put a plug in any room without actually using the socket to power some kind of a Bluetooth gateway. You can just use this and get out of the box a Bluetooth plus a socket, a smart socket with power consumption, which is really great. The device has scripts which is basically another feature of just Gen 2, but that makes it very flexible, very customizable and powerful, because you can write any kind of custom scripts, like whenever my consumption is higher than this or that lower, then you can actually turn on, off, receive notification on, or do any kind of local automations if you want, or even remote automations if you want.
Yeah, well, this is the one of most interesting and ordered device for the last year.
Yeah.
But the post POC S and also the UK POC, both of them, it's especially POC S, it's much compact than the previous version. It looks like shiny, and it's very interesting, this power monitoring feature with the cover. I think we can demonstrate it now.
We will
demonstrate it now,
yeah.
how it's work and how much just with one sign you can see how much your device is consuming through it. Yeah, just maybe we need the lights to a little
because
lower.
we have really bright lights at the studio, so that's why it's really not so easy to see. But actually the POC is the light is very bright, and in normal, this is right now, I had turned the POC on with the button on the actual POC, so now my hair dryer, it's connected. I just need to turn on the actual hair dryer, and the actual consumption would be displayed here through colors, which is really nice feature. Let me turn it on. It will be a little bit loud, not as much as the smoke, but
a close.
And you can see the plug that it changes colors when I turn on and increase or reduce the volt. We have the same feature on the POC UK right here. The actual ring here will change colors. You can change the actual colors through the settings, because sometimes you may not want to have so bright colors. You may not want changing colors. You can customize it to your personal needs. Can I share my screen and I can show you? This is another UI for a Gen 2 device. In the settings, I can go to the LED indication and I can change the actual modes from power consumption to, I can change it to be different colors depending on the actual switch state, if it's on or if it's off. Right now it's on, so you can see the POC is in green, but if I turn it off, now instead of no color, it's red. I can change the color to something, let's say, like this, and it will change. I can adapt the brightness, because sometimes you may, maybe if it's nearby in your bedroom or something like that, you may want to reduce the brightness to a very low value, and yeah, it's very flexible. And on top of that, we have the night mode, which can lower the brightness during the day or during the night, or whatever you want to customize it to. This is POC S and POC UK. They have very similar features. Am I missing something?
Yeah,
No,
I think
it's
about
really,
POC,
I like it.
that's a POC. Yeah, really, I like it, and it's very interesting for me when you touch the coffee machine. You can see exactly how much time and how the energy consumption is changing. And as you see on the slides, there is coming from green through the yellow to the red. Is going gradually, because the display can show the 16 million colors. And it's really impressive. Also during the night, you can use as a night light, especially in the kids' room or on the stairs. You can do that. Even you can control with the motion sensor. If there's someone on the stairs, the POC can the ring can be controlled completely separate from the state of the POC, and can glowing to show you away, and then switch it off. But it's really a great feature, and really looks nice. The new Shelly Post POC. Yeah. And now the Italian one?
We also added a new product, which is called the Shelly Post POC IT, which is an Italian version of the POC. It's a 10 amps rated POC, which means that it's for the standard in Italy on 10 amps. It's another Gen 2 device, which also means that it also have all the other great features like the Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi range extender, the MQTT, the SSL, the HPS, and so on.
Yeah, we made it especially for Italy because the same as the UK and also the EU. For Italy, there is a special form factor, and yeah, now you can use it. You can order it right now. I think it's available, or we will available in the week.
Right now it's sold out, but yeah, it should be
we
available soon.
We will available very soon in our shop, and you can order it. Okay, and now something interesting. You know that the all Post Pro devices has a Bluetooth built-in, and usually you can at the beginning you can use, and right now you can use with the application for inclusion to the Wi-Fi network. But the Bluetooth is a very capable feature, and just for the last firmware which we make, we give options to our customers to control to receive data from other Bluetooth devices. But we do something on top, and maybe as you expected, you know, the Wi-Fi is not very suitable for the battery operated devices. Even if we make them, we cannot make them very compact, and also the response time is not that excellent. It's very good, but still is not excellent. But now with the new line, we are very happy to show you the first Bluetooth device which can be used together with all Shelly Pro and Post devices. Yeah, and this is the Shelly button. The Shelly button one, as you can see, is on the table. There is a 4 colors, but on the table is just 2 blue, and the red one is a very small device powered by a coin battery, with which we can control remotely any other Shelly Post and Pro device. Basically, you can do a scenes in the cloud because each Bluetooth device we will available also in Shelly application. You can create the different scenarios in Shelly Cloud. You can make, if you use the Home Assistant, you can have data that the button is pushed from the and receive the notification in Home Assistant. The button supports single, double, triple, and long push. It's a fully encrypted communication. When we do that, it's another way to have someone to repeat the broadcast and to copy the information and to repeat the action which we do when we know where you are not away. I can show you how it works. The button, yeah, which one? The red one for the plug, for example, the blue one,
the black one.
The black one. Okay, the black one. For that we make it in different colors. But for example, we press just one. You can see that the plug is switched on. Can you increase the brightness of the plug, please?
It's at maximum.
At the moment it's maximum. Okay, yeah, maybe that. Yeah. If I press second time, I can switch it off. I can press again and switch it on, then 2 times to switch it off. And as you see, the reaction is immediately, of course, because this is the Bluetooth device and send directly this data directly received from the Shelly plug. Also, which is very interesting, with a single button, you can control many devices. You just need to set up the devices to receive information from the button when the button is pushed. And with the single push, we can control, if you want, 10, 15, 20, there is no limitation, the device directly without any kind of internet connection. I can show you also for the blue button, we make to control this roller shutter behind me. And for example, if I push 2 times, then the roller is closed. When I push once, the roller is open. And really this happens quickly. And also we have some other functions. When I push 3 times, what will happen?
3 times, we had configured this cover to go to a specific position, some kind of a favorite position that you have.
Okay.
And when you long push, it just moves a relative position. It just moves just a bit up.
Okay.
For example, when you want to have more sunshine, you can just have a specific type of press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, the buttons when they will available, the Shelly buttons will be available from beginning of February. Basically, we have them. We just need to finish the full quality implementation, and you can we will available for order. And believe me, yes, we will like the price because the price will be really attractive for the first Bluetooth device which we're working directly with the Shelly Pro and Post devices. And this is the first Bluetooth device, but soon you have options to order more and more Bluetooth devices which will be part of the whole ecosystem, because what we're thinking when we start to build the new Post line and the new Pro line, that is the perfect combination for one home will be the Wi-Fi operated devices, the main powered devices, which can transfer a lot of data and can do the many things, but also from the sensors and from other environment, you can use the Bluetooth devices. And these Bluetooth devices through our Wi-Fi devices can forward this data to the cloud or to your local server, or they can control directly the device without any kind of the internet communication, any kind of the hub, just directly over the Bluetooth connection. Yeah, this is about the Shelly button, the first Bluetooth device. You expecting February 2023, but that will beginning of February. They will be available in our shop and you can order it. And now something which, let's say, there's some leakage in our Facebook group. The first Shelly wall display. I will show you this white how it's working. First, to tell you that the wall display will be available from March, not right now. Because the production is going now, and we will have it on stock beginning of not beginning, maybe middle of the March this year, which is important now to tell you before to make a demonstration. It's a 4-inch high quality touch display, powered from 110 to 230 volts, and which is no one do it until now. It's Android tablet, yes, it's based of Android, but this is the only Android tablet in the world which can work without neutral. We do that because the idea behind is that you can replace the wall switch with a tablet, with a wall display. And then you can still continue to control your whites because there is a built-in relay inside. But also you can control any kind of other devices in your home. You can use it as a thermostat. You can use just for a white control. You can use as a control roller shutter. You can do everything. It's the device, especially we work very hard to make a control for the automatic dimming control, because during the night the display to be visible but without interrupt your sleep, your sleeping, and to not be so bright. It's a fully Shelly quality integration. Each display have a same web interface as other Shelly Plus and Pro devices. You can access this interface. You can do many things from the interface. There is a webhook supported. There is a scheduling with sunrise and sunset. Also, you can use these displays as a Bluetooth gateway, and you can monitor the room consumption. But let's show you and to show something which is really innovative, and the patent is pending. Just a second, I will move it there. Yeah, this is my room light. Yeah, okay. First, there's something interesting. This is some kind of the night mode, which during the night it's not so bright, but you can see the data, the timing, and room temperature. But if you press the button, this is the actual interface. You can go closer to it. Is it possible to zoom a little bit? Yeah. Okay, the internet, you can choose which devices to be on the home screen, but also something which is very important. You know, when you leave from the room or enter in the room, it's not easy to go and to see where exactly is this button to press them. For this one, we make a very special touch
some
control,
touch control.
because if you push it like that, without looking where you push, just push with more than one finger, this means that you want to switch the white on. And it's very easy, even not only for you, for the kids, or for your grandparents, for them will be easily to control whiting without looking and to see, okay, basically you can press exactly here and switch on the whites. You can press here to switch on another white, or there from the third white, for example. But if you want to control the built-in relay, you just need to push it like that, with more than one finger anywhere in the screen. On top of that, if you want also, if you have a dimming white in the room, and if you push for a longer time, then you can swipe and control the whiting. You can control the color if it's available. I think in this case maybe it's not available for this device which I control. But there is also other options. From the settings, you can choose how to looks like the main screen of the tablet, how many buttons to have here, or thermostat plus buttons here. And in addition, if you want to control any kind of the other device in the room, you can do that easily. Also from the screen, there is the all devices which is on the same room. You can control the roller shutter and to open and close your curtains or garage door. You can see the states of all other devices and switch on and off. In addition, there is a temperature built-in sensor. There is the humidity built-in sensor. There is a look sensors which you can use for automation, but also is helping to dimming the screen. There is the power consumption of the room. There's a time, and this is the main screen of the device. In future, of course, this device support also auto updates, and you can add more and more feature as detailed energy consumption and everything. Basically, we don't do that to replace your phone or the big tablet which you can use. We make it to make a really fancy interface, the central interface for each room, and to keep the easy way to control the lighting in the devices, something like that. Okay, and this is the whole display. Basically, I want to show you, and I want to show you how it looks like behind. But this could be danger.
Watch out.
Yeah. How is the behind? As you see, it's fit to regular socket there. Let's see which angle is better to see it, how it looks like. But compare with the plus and plus devices, is the same size behind, and it's fit to the regular boxes, European boxes and UK boxes. It's very easy to replace your existing switch or the main switch in the room with this device. And this about the whole tablet. We can talk a lot and more, but sure, there we make some additional demo videos how to set up the whole interface into device and how you can control it. I'm sure you'll be impressed, and everybody like it, and everybody want to have it here from the offices and from developers, and also from our QA testers in the company. Everybody which we give it to test, after that ask us, okay, can I test in my home? Can I keep it? Because it's really like it and how the job which is doing.
One of the features where you can just tap on the device and it will turn off turn on or off or toggle something. That's something that really sold it out for me.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of touch screens, but this one is really combines the flexibility plus the actual physical touch on the button. It's really something really that I really like.
Put it back. Okay. Yeah. At the moment it's in mass production. We need just more times because there is a much more complex device than other Shelly devices. And for this one, we're expected release is middle 20th of March this year, of course. Okay, this is all the book, and now let's continue with something Matter. And my questions to you will be, okay, what exactly you expect from Matter? What missing for you about the Matter? I can understand only the home kit consumers which using because our devices is not directly compatible with the home kit. We need to flash a different firmware on them. Only they can use through Matter their devices, but at the moment, to be honestly, you have a full support from Amazon Alexa. You have full support from Google Home and from Samsung SmartThings and all other platforms. And maybe, as you said before, the Matter could limited part of the feature of devices because there is not such rich support to the feature which we have now. And at the moment we work, and this is maybe the news that from the middle of the 2023, all Shelly devices will be Matter compatible, and we will try to cover all existing features, maybe with a little limitations, but we will support the Matter protocol, which especially for most of our customers maybe will not give some benefits because they already has everything which they need. But anyway, the Matter is here. The Plus and Pro I is fully capable right now with the hardware capable to bring Matter on them, and that's we're expecting to be done end of the half of the year. I mean, end of the half of the year, but yeah, close to the half of the year, which means maybe May, June. There will be firmware update for existing devices, and all other devices which is coming on the market will be Matter compatible out of the box. And now, one more news. Up to now, you know that we are very specialized in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth devices. But just a few days ago, we make a acquisition, and now Alterco, which is the company which owns the Shelly, also is the owner of the Qubino. We acquired the Qubino company, which are specialized in Z-Wave devices. If you ask me why Z-Wave, I will tell you there is many houses. The Z-Wave is one of the first protocol for the home automation, for the big automation. It's a protocol which the security companies like it because it's independent from the customer infrastructure and the Wi-Fi infrastructure in the home. We have requests and questions from some business customers. Do we support something different than the Wi-Fi as a Z-Wave or Zigbee? For us, the Z-Wave is something which has a future, especially in this direction. And then we found we talked with our friends for Qubino to be a part of our Shelly team. And very soon you'll see now also from the I will show now from the CES what happens there. But very soon you have a new line of the Z-Wave devices, which will be something very interesting also. They will be available and they can be directly controlling also from the Shelly app without some very expensive equipment. We do something very different also in the Z-Wave world, and we make something kind of the cloud-based Z-Wave controller, which allow to mix the Shelly Wi-Fi devices and Z-Wave devices in a single application. But first, let's see the Shelly and Qubino news also from the CES.
With a great honor, I would like to present you the newest member of our family, Qubino.
We are glad that Qubino became the family of the Shelly Group with Alterco. The Qubino products are working with the Z-Wave technology. Now the whole group has the Wi-Fi and Z-Wave technology, so different customers can use different technologies.
Yeah, that's the news. I can very soon. Yeah, we can show the first devices and we can show how we can use it. But I think this is some kind of the good news because from what we see the last 2-3 years, there is not so many innovation in the Z-Wave world. I'm sure that when we are here, this will help us. And the good news will coming next very soon. But this is not the end. Last year, the whole team from application, we worked very hard to make the entirely new user experience. And this is something which I will show you today. And some of you will be invited in the next days to test our new application for Shelly Cloud. The official launch date is 1st February. Something which is important, the new applications will working together with the old one, and you will have 3 months to switch from the old one to old application to new application. But let's first to show you for what we're working for, what we do up to the moment, and how you can control your home and what new features you will have with the new application for the 1st of February. Okay, was good, but okay, I'm ready to show you. Let's share my screen and show you the new applications. First, I will show the tablet view, and after that, I can show you how it looks like from the mobile phone. The first and very important something which we change. You ask us many times how we can mix the different devices, not only in the rooms, but to have favorites, to have many dashboards. And this is one of the major changes which we do on top of the designs. There is a custom dashboard menu, and where you can add everything on it. For example, I can show what kind of the dashboards I have and I add. There is a main dashboard with the most often used devices in my home. But if you want to have a dashboard with the temperature sensors, you can just make it. And you can have the whole temperature sensors in a single dashboard, which is very easily to access and to see the whole data. There is a dashboard of the Tier V for radiators control. You can see them also there. If you have a multi-level house, you can separate rooms in each, in different dashboards for easy access, for example. If you have outdoor control and outdoor rooms, you can do that also in different dashboards. In the dashboards, if you press, you can control the device, and there is another major changes. It's a completely different and easier for use interface for all customers. You can control the brightness. Also, for power consumption. For what you can see there, you can see not only the power consumption of for the today, but also you can see the comparison of the power consumption of the previous day, and you can see this data not only in energy but also in money. how much each device is spent. You can see it for the last 7 days compared with the previous 7 days from this side, and it's a very detailed log what happens and when happens for each of the devices. Of course, this is the standard feature which you which you know already. Auto and auto features. There is a scheduling and everything which you know from the from before. Also, if we look for okay, there is a garage door with some add-on sensor. It's a Shelly one. You can see for device information. There is the Shelly Post one with the add-on. There you can see also the temperature. You can see the digital input, which means the door is open or closed. You can see also the history of the temperature changes. If there is a scripts, you can see how many scripts you have. Of course, you cannot do any scripting from there, but you can see how many scripts you have. And everything which is very well known from the auto application. Of course, to keep the whole data. Vlado, please, I see you sending some messages, but please don't do that because it's coming on the screen. Yeah, thank you very much. Also, we try to keep the whole view very similar to the old one. I can show you. If I press on my home, you can see all rooms in one screen with the old data, which is very similar on the left, on the right side. At the same time, you can see how many kilowatts is consuming in real time, how many devices you have. You can see the top consuming devices. There's some notification which you're working for. If you press in the room, you can see the devices as very similar to the old way with the same controls and everything on the screen, but everything on the top. And basically, we coming from that we see that the many customers want to put a huge tablets on their walls, and they can see everything there and control here. And the old application is not looks very suitable for this one. But the new applications is very suitable for the tablet view, on to play something on the screen, to control from the screen. For example, this is the Tier V control. If you want to change temperature, you can do it like that. It's very easily and fast compared with before. You can see also the information about the temperature, how much and how often the valve is open. You can change the graphics what you want, depending on your preferences. Yeah, for the groups, if there are groups, I can show something very interesting. First, this is the whole devices. This is the all groups which you have in the whole house. You can separate them. For example, the kitchen group, there is no kitchen, nothing in kitchen group. But if there is, you can see per room. Also, you can see it from there. Living room, and if I going to groups, if there is something, you can see it. The scenes. This is the all scenes which I created. Also, there is a scenes you can see by room, which is very similar. If I go in the garden, and if I open the scenes, you can see the same scenes but filtered by only in the gardens. The thermostat, which is very important. For example, in the kids room, I have a thermostat on the right side. There is you can have many different profiles for these thermostats, and you can change it from there and use which one to working at the moment, to be active at the moment. There is all devices. Yeah, many people ask me how many devices I have. You can see it now. This is the all devices in my home. It's a many. Yeah. But which is very important, want to find some devices. One most often question is, okay, I add some device, but I cannot find where is. You can do it from there. We can filtering. This is the kitchen devices, or you can choose, for example, online and offline devices. Because I testing many devices. There is I think it's 20-30 devices offline now. Because I testing in my office, I testing also at home. There's the alarm. But the moment I don't have I don't have alarm system which is installed. Especially for the dashboard, I can show you something. I can create a new dashboard. For example, okay, test demo dashboard. If I add it in this dashboard, at the beginning is nothing. But if I want to add something, it's very easy. I can add a room, for example, and I can add a fast access, for example, to my cabinet. Then I can add a group, and I can choose from the groups, for example, the white group. I can add it also there as a group. If I want to add a scene, okay, let's say, okay, there's a stop water, for example, this scene. Then I can add a device. Can choose which device, for example, from a living room. I want to add my dimmer to have a fast access to it, and then I have access to the dimmer. And there is no limitation how many devices you can add in one dashboard, and how many dashboards you can have at the same time. And basically, yes, this is a very useful feature, because when you open the app, my dashboard is the first screen, and you can very easily and fast to control the devices from there. Now let's going for the next interesting topic from the application. This is the consumption. It's completely new panel for a consumption which you can access from the phone, and you can access from the PC or a tablet. We're still working on it, but I can show where we are. You can see the comparison between all rooms in your home, how much is it consuming. You can see how much is the time, the real-time consumption in real time. You can see there is something which is not fully finished, but by appliance type, we will give you an option for each device to choose what kind of the appliances control. And after that, we can see exactly what by appliances, how much at the moment consuming lighting, how much is heating, how much is for cooking, for washing, and everything we can see separate here, there. And there you can see the old device in each room, which at the moment is switched on, is working. And not only this one, but also you can open the device directly from here and to change the states. For example, okay, this is the stair lights, I can switch it off. And it's not there in this panel. If I switch it on, you can see it immediately there and how much it's consuming. And this is the first energy panel. The second one which we do that is the overall consumption. And now you can see a much more detailed graphics about the consumption. First, this is the 24-hour consumption, what 24 hour by hour, and you can see how much energy it's consumed for this time and how much it costs that. But not only this. If you can see by room and how much this is cost, which all devices and how much each device is consumed during this period, and it's coming from the top is the most consuming devices to less consuming devices for this period of time, and you can see everything in very detailed information. You can, for example, if I switch to last 7 days, you can see that my bill is 79, close to 80 euro for the last 70 days. And you can see that for the living room, basically is nothing. For the most of the room, basically is nothing, because this is just lighting, dryer, washing machine, which is in the service room, consuming 3.7 kilowatts and 2.6 kilowatts, because it's newer and I'm not there. But yeah, and you can see that the most of the consumption is coming from the heating system of the room. I think the heating system is there. It's 67 euro is coming from the heating system. There will be more tabs, not only current and overall, but there will be some reporting tabs where we can build a special report to the end of the month, which will compare and give you the whole information, what's happening in your home, when something happens, how when you change something, how this control your bill, We're working also very extensively to give you some prediction how much will be the energy, how much money you will spend this month and the next month for electricity. Also, there is something very important which we're working for. This is not finished. I'm not sure that's I can show something here because today we do something, but I think it's not ready. It's hourly consumption, which we can see every minute how the consumption is changing and what happens in your home. But yes, not only this one is very important that for example, for the single dimmer, you can see the whole information. For example, if I switch to was 7 days, you can see that for the was 7 days, my whiting, my dimmer consumed just 24 cents. But even that is a 70% higher than the week before. And yeah, that's something for the new application. And let me show you also some other things. Yeah, there's a settings. It's completely rearranged. There's a tariff where we can put how many tariffs you have: daily, night tariff, peak tariff. And you can put a different amount. Yeah, application settings, user settings in general, which we know from the previous application, but now it's completely rearranged. But let's show you how this looks like on a mobile phone. This is my mobile phone, the same dashboard with the same devices. If you remember, I create the new dashboard. It's not there. Oh, maybe I deleted it, or yeah. This is the temperature sensor which I show you. If you need to add a new temperature sensor which is missing, just need to use a devices to choose which one. Okay, there's a sound, something. Where is the temperature sensor here? I think is not there. No, that it's offline. Fridge, spawn. No, there is no temperature sensor. In the garden, I think there is outdoor HNT, and you can see it is added on the temperature sensor on the screen. Same with the TRVs. If you press, you can see it's a big screen. It's easily to control with your fingers. The graphics also looks nicely in the phone screen. Let me show you with the dimmer, the activity walk, something very important. We really rearranged and completely changed the activity walk, and now it's much more detailed, and you have much more information for each device. What happens, why it happens, when something is switching on and off. Let's see. Yes, there is the bedroom, the dressing room, why it is off, for example, and everything. So for the dimmer, it's really much easier to control the brightness with your finger or switch it on and off. Also the same as you show before, the power consumption. But let's show you one 3M how it looks like. If I go in the room, my 3M is in the home, yes, and there is a total consumption. Yeah. Now this is how it looks like the total consumption and overall consumption for this device, and how much is consuming in the real time, but also the history information. And as you can see, for example, for the last 24 hours, you have information. We have information not only in kilowatts, but you have information in currency. You can change the graphics for easy reading. You can change, for example, for the last 7 days. This is what's happening in the last 7 days. Yeah, and there's many additional information. Also, you can from there you can control you can set different actions from the device. It's very important what we do here also, especially the scenes. The interface is completely different, is very nicely. If you want to create your automation and choose a picture, for example, for automation, yeah, some pictures, some room, you can choose where to place the scenes, and then there is a to other conditions. For example, okay, device-based conditions. In living room, some device or dimmer 2. When input state is okay, device is turned on in with condition, then you can add another condition, or you can go to execute some actions. Something which is very important, you can choose another scene. Let's see where is, yeah. You can, one scene can control, can run another scene, something what many people for you ask us. Also something very important which I cannot show up to the moment, but the new applications also support scenes based of the sunrise and sunset, not only the devices but for the whole account. This is something which we work to be added in new application. And as I say, we have 20 days before this new application and new web control to be launched. I hope next week when we start to invite some of you to have access to this one, we'll be happy that you will participate and help us to finalize and to test the new application before the official launch. And I think that's...
Yeah, that's a lot of new things actually. We have the Bluetooth, we have the new app, we have Cubino, we have the new box.
Yeah.
We have the new Pro 3M. Am I missing something? We have so many stuff.
Yeah, there's so many stuff today. I think 2023, we will make for you many new devices which will cover all your requirements for the new homes and new houses. And if you have questions, because now it's not very easy to read the comments and answer your questions in the real time, you know, everybody is welcome in our support group under the link to the view, which we placed very shortly. You can ask your questions, and me and my team will be happy to answer all of your questions. Okay. Thank you very much for today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you also for our colleagues from CIS, which I think that they are already full of the visitors in our booth there. And okay, have a good day.